YouTube, welcome back. It is the time of the year where the released and the retained list comes out for Luton. We have been relegated back to Championship, but I'm really excited. Championship, they say, is one of the best leagues in the world. Best atmospheres. You know, anyone can win the Championship, and hopefully that is going to be us going straight back into the Premier League. So if you are liking the video, please smash that like, hit the sub, and let us know in the comments your thoughts on who should go and stay. Let's get into the video. So first on the list, Gabe Osho, a real key aspect that we've had this season as a centre-back in the Premier League. Only downside, just like every other defender we have, is unfortunately injury prone. But, you know, when he's fully fit, I personally think he's one of our better defenders because he's brilliant on the ball. He's able to dribble with it, he's run with it, look up, pass. And in fact, he likes to think himself a bit of a centre midfielder at times as well going forward. A real commander at the back. So yeah, I would love to see him extended. He is 25. He's made 23 appearances for Luton this year, scoring 2 goals, which is really good. And of course, he scored the Watford goal last year. So we've got to keep him so he can score again. James Shea, we've decided to extend his contract. Now, he managed to finally get, on the last day of the season, his reward where he come on and got the Premier League debut, which was fantastic and it was well received. Overlay on the screen right now of him coming on, us clapping, and you know he just really enjoyed himself, and looking at his videos and his interviews was fantastic. See, back in League One he was Golden Glove, he was fantastic, and he kept us on that momentum going up, and it was brilliant. Thomas Kaminski this year has been fantastic, literally one of our best players. So I really do hope we keep Thomas Kaminski for next year, because it'll be a real good asset for us trying to get back up into the Premier League. But if we don't, then of course, obviously, the extension of James Shea will really help, because we've got Tim Krul as well, and potentially other goalkeepers further down. Okay, so we are talking about the leavers. So we've got Dan Potts, Luke Berry, Fred Omendema, Elliot Thorpe and Admiral Musquet, all players that have had their contract expire and aren't taking on a new contract. Luke Berry is the standout from that. Luke Berry decided he didn't want to take on a new contract because he wanted regular first team football, which is fair enough. He's been a fantastic servant for us. The first player to score in all top 4 flight divisions for Luton. This year he's come on the field getting in the Premier League. He scored 2 goals versus Forest and Brentford, and he's got 17 appearances. Fantastic player, and you know, when he comes on the field, he always seems to get in the right places at the right time. Brilliant player, and I wish him well for the future. Dan Potts really gutted that he didn't make a Premier League debut this year. A brilliant servant for the club as well. 216 appearances, 12 goals. Brilliant player, and I really wish him well. Musquet and Thorpe, gutted this year that they suffered with some injuries and didn't perform at the loanee clubs to try and warrant themselves a contract next year. But to be honest with you, they haven't really featured much for Luton, and I really hope them well for the future. Fred, another one, 27-year-old, loaned out, relegated Rotherham for the first half of the season, got injured, got himself fit again, and come and played the last half of the season with Luton. If you're being ruthless, I don't think he was quite going to feature in our Championship side moving into the Premier League, so I really wish him well and move on. The loanees that finished, Issa Kabore and Sammy Lokonga, what 2 great servants they were for the club. Issa at times had his moments, but then he also produced some magic. Liverpool at home to set up the goal for Chongi to score the 1-0 up against Liverpool. But again, quite small at the back post, sometimes muscled off the ball, and then obviously conceded a few back post goals, which was a little bit on the downside. I really hope Sambi comes back next season. Arsenal rumoured to try and sell him this year. He played 19 times, got injured a couple of times for Luton throughout the season. We did miss him, in fairness, but if he comes in Championship, he'll tear up that Championship, and it'll be really good to see him. He got his goal against West Ham, 3 assists as well. So if we can try and keep him fit, it'd be a fantastic player to come back. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on how much he would be and how much you think he'd be worth to buy. Now, returning from loan players, we've got Alan Campbell, Ryan Giles, Tom Holmes, John McAtee, we've got Joe Taylor, Arimbim Pepple, we've got Dion Pereira, Jack Walton and Louis Watson. At that list, the 2 standout players this season have, well, in fairness, if you look at it, 3 standout players. We've got John McAtee, absolute fantastic this season. 45 appearances at Barnsley, 15 goals, 5 assists in an attacking midfielder position. Well, now we're in the Championship, we might be able to utilise him, because I've said quite a lot this season, Morris has been very isolated. When we haven't had Elijah Adebayo at the top with him, he's been very isolated because the two wingers have been so far on the wing and they've been quite wide, and Morris has always been on his own in the middle, whereas, you know, when Elijah Adebayo come back, them two sort of bunched up in the middle. And not only that, when we're playing like Crystal Palace example, we brought Woodrow onto the field as a number 10 and we suited a lot better because Morris had some cover, so potentially John McAtee coming in as a number 10, new revitalised player position and a different formation that we can try and work with. Second on the list, Joe Taylor. What a fantastic player he's been this season as well. Scored in the playoff final last year, but it was handball ruled out right in the extra time. 21, striker, looking really strong. This season we loaned him out to League 2 Colchester, played 27 times, scored 12 goals, 2 assists. Second half of the season we recalled him, sent him out loan to League 1 side Lincoln City, and then he's gone and played 19 times, 10 goals and 3 assists. He's had a fantastic season. He's obviously proven League 1, League 2, now he's got to prove himself again in the Championship. Jack Walton is the third standout player in there, our goalkeeper, 26-year-old, loaned out to Scottish Championship side. He's gone out there, he's played 44 times for Dundee United and he's kept 23 clean sheets. A fantastic effort. I don't think we'll potentially... Ryan Giles is a big one, and maybe Alan Campbell is two that we'll hopefully keep. I know there's rumours of Hull taking Ryan Giles. I was really disappointed because I thought Ryan Giles was one of them players that at the beginning of the season... He really looked really good away from, you know, in Germany. He looked pretty good in Wolves and then a really good left foot. And he was proven last year, our top signing of the season as well. We've sent him out on loan second half of the season to Hull and he's been really good. I think he's played almost all the games for them. Yeah, we'll have to see how Ryan Giles goes. Alan Campbell struggled to get minutes at Millwall, 12 times, 2 assists, but we know he's a workhorse. But will he be good enough in the Championship for Luton? We've then got Louis Watson, Dion Pereira and Peppel. Louis Watson played 27 times for Charlton. Then Nathan Jones come in. He only played 1 time under Nathan Jones. I don't know whether he was injured or not, but he only featured 1 time in the rest of the season. He got 1 goal, 4 assists. Tom Holmes is the exciting one. We haven't seen him come and now he is coming, but again, he's been injured since February. Our injury list is really building and last year we got stung massively. It'd be really nice to try and find some injury-free, I know it's impossible to say, but some players don't really get injured as much. We got Morris, we got Barkley that obviously stayed strong throughout. Had his little bit at the beginning of the season. Mengi struggled through, but he managed to get there as well. So, yeah, it'll be really interesting to see out that list. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on that list on who should stay and who should go. We will be back with another video as and when it comes out with the fixture list and many other things and any rumours of the sign-ins. So stay tuned. If you have liked it, please hit that sub button. Let us know in the comments your thoughts and we'll see you in the next video.